Lone Wolf Tarot. I am the Lone Wolf. We're going to be doing a reading for you that is timeless in general. So if it fits, let it fit. If it doesn't, it does not, okay? So we're pulling three cards from here, or I guess four cards from here. Okay, so we have the community journalist and the fool with the ninja. So let's get something for the community. Thank you guys also for hanging out with me today. I hope you find something from this reading. I hope you find it enjoyable. And with that being said, we're about to get straight into it, okay? So, there is a potential that you had, like, in your mind, you had a goal to connect with people, to be a part of a community or something of the sort, okay? Maybe you were, yeah, I feel like you just wanted to be a part of some type of group. You wanted to be a part of some type of, like, maybe your neighbors, maybe your friends, or like some type of society. You wanted to join them when you potentially did get into the group or something. It like didn't you didn't profit from it. You didn't get any type of like promotion. Maybe you were busy. Like it's giving like you just didn't gain anything from this community. Like maybe they were gossiping. Maybe they just like they told stories that had no benefit or something of the sort. Like it's heavy giving gossip type of energy. So potentially the group that you were with, the people that you were with, they just weren't building anything for you. It was just like it's Loki giving toxic energy. Okay, so they could have been like. Because with the fool and the ninja and then robbery, to clarify, it's Loki giving like they were just like being low vibrational, potentially like maybe hoping that you were in a foolish energy, or maybe they did things that like wasted time and like just impulsive actions and stuff that wasn't like beneficial for people in a way. Like if gossiping is here, they also maybe like they probably potentially took something from you, or they just like they maybe you were like naive to who they were, and they exploited that behavior, that energy from you type of thing. So we're gonna get some more information with the tarot, just because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit confused. So maybe they made you work really hard. Yeah, they like exploited you. So they maybe potentially like asked you for favors, asked you for like taking on things that weren't your responsibility, things that basically benefit them in a way. So they probably they could have used like it's giving love bombing, or because friends can love bomb too, or like just like maybe you're like a soft person at heart or something, and you have like a big heart for people, and they saw that potentially they used that, or they played on your heartstrings, and they gave you stories. So like these stories potentially could have been like stories that they told you. Like let's say they were like, oh, me and my ex broke up, or I'm on the side of the road and my car broke down. I need to get to work. Could you please send me some money? Type of energy, and then you send them the money, and then you see them like at night clubbing or something on Snap stories, or like it's giving like they used your innocence and your sensitivity for their benefit in a way, and yeah, they played you, low key energy. Okay, so let's get some more information, please, on journalists. So yeah, they made it seem like they were like struggling, like they were like in a. So this was like basically them trying to benefit off of you, high key. Like you really were desperate to be in a friendship circle or something of the sort, and they knew that from like you were trying to fit in. You wanted to be in the in crowd kind of energy, and because you were trying to be in the in crowd, they potentially played you for a fiddle. Yeah, I feel like you maybe were a loner. Maybe you were trying to be alone or something, or maybe like you should potentially be alone because of this, or like maybe cut some people off, or like actually get some type of guidance inward and meditate on these type of connections and stuff. And actually, it's low-key given like the energies have been lately vetting your friends. Okay, so like if your friends are not your friends, that's low-key what you need to start questioning and looking into, and trying to see if you actually get along with these people, or if you rather be alone and be independent just for now type of energy. So it could easily be like, Mean Girls. It's giving like Mean Girls storyline, where that girl really wanted to fit in, and she started like basically doing whatever she could to fit in with the Mean Girls type of thing. Well, it was to sabotage and stuff, but like let's just keep the fact of like she wanted to be friends and be cool, and she did really want to be a part of the it crowd. So it's giving like, maybe you were like a loner, maybe you were the new kid on the block or something of the sort, someone who basically focused on themselves and was just by themselves, and your goal was to be in this it crowd thing, but because of your desperation, they could have potentially um, sabotaged, or not sabotaged, took advantage of you in a way like where you were giving them money, where you were like, being there for them, listening to them. They created some type of worries and needs with their stories tellings and all the things that they were trying to get you to do for them. And like, you have such a big heart, you're so soft, and they just like, you could even be just staying up all night listening to their phone calls kind of energy. Okay, so that's like also a option there. Like, it was like not really financial. It doesn't have to just be financial. It could be just, but like their energy, their mindset was very worrying, very like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm gonna get my life together. I don't know if I'm gonna get this job. Like, they were just basically needy, emotional vamps potentially as well. So yeah, it kind of like, maybe you come to the resolute. 1010 could be significant. Maybe you came to the conclusion. I'm gonna say, 'cause I can't say the other word for some reason. So maybe you came to the conclusion, right, because of how they treated you, type of thing, that like you wasted your energy. That it was like you had to cut the people off. That it was like they're using you, they're abusing you, they're not treating you fairly. They're treating you the um, like the idiot of the group, or like, the dunce, or like, you know they're because let's be real, the ninjas, right, versus the fool kind of energy is giving, not like versus, but like if someone was like, oh yeah, I'm a ninja, you would think they're like an expert, they're trained, they can do all these flips and stuff. And then for the fool, it's like you're just that, you're a fool kind of energy. He's got like a dog, so it's like just giving like, you're the one who cares about things, and the ninjas are like sometimes assassins and stuff, so they like had no real heart or emotion in the connection it's giving. If it resonates, Okay, so anyways, let's get some information on the community, please. Yeah, you definitely wanted it to be your goal type of thing. It was a goal that was not. I don't know why you wanted to be a part of this community so bad, because at the end of the day, maybe you were lonely, maybe you were bored, maybe you were like, just wanting to have someone to talk to, or someone to develop with, or someone like, it's low key given like you wanted to join this group to be in an ambitious group, people who seek their goal, people who manifest. And when you got with these people, you realize that they were not that. So like, maybe they put on a facade of like, hey, join my, like, it's low key giving pyramid scheme as well. Like, hey, join my community, and then we'll start making money and stuff. And then when you get in there, it was just way more burdensome. You start losing money. All the stories were like basically the opposite. You were not gaining from any of these people at all. And they played you for a fool and exploited you. So it's low-key giving pyramid scheme as well. And it doesn't have to be a pyramid scheme in the sense of like actually, a pyramid scheme. It could also just be like your friend's pyramid scheme, or like, like, oh, okay, we know this person has a lot of money, or this person has a lot of drive, or this person does a lot of things and gets things done. And then you became the problem solver type of energy. You became the friend they call because they need a benefit in some type of way. So what's the advice for this? Or so the advice is to, yeah, cut ties, create boundaries, maybe speak about how you feel, but it's definitely giving like there's no need for you to be around these people anymore. Get the motivation, get the drive to leave them, to create some type of distance between these people. And yeah, I don't know, they're not benefiting you in any kind of way. You feel me? Like, that's what it's giving. It's just giving low key energy vamps. So you potentially have some type of energy vamps. These are confirming that this reading is a confirmation for you. yeah, to potentially cut them off. Maybe you will find people who are the ambitious people that can grow with you. But these people right here just really much sold you a pipe dream if that's why you joined them. Okay? Any type of closing messages for this reading? All right, you got to have the strength to cut them off. You have to be basically remembering what you started trying to achieve and focus on that and realize that like that they're not aligned with your passion. They're not aligned with your like this the influence they have on you. You're basically probably more of a better influence for them. You know, you could be influencing them in some type of way, and maybe that's like was your purpose was to influence them. And I feel like your purpose in these encounters in this relationship has ended. It could have also been an influence for you to see how people have. I mean, it was also possibly for you to see what type of influence people have on you. So now that you learned that lesson, it's okay for you to cut ties with people. Like I've already said in another reading, I don't know if it was this one or if it was somewhere else, but basically, you like have to be okay with the fact that you feel like people are lying to you, that you feel people are like, you know, playing with you, or that something's not right, and you have to do that. Like you have to actually go inward with your intuition and like trust your intuition. So this was like low key potentially eye opening and healing for you because the Queen of Cups showed its face. So like yeah, this was like a life lesson type of friendship or group or community that you joined so that you can set boundaries clearly and know that you want to be around people who influence you for the better and not just bring you down. With that being said, I'm going to close it out. So, peace.